after I activate this. Welcome to Guys Who Walk Headquarters. This is Alec, and I'm joined here today with
a new walker.
Jared Carpenter is filling in. Well, he's not filling in. I mean, he's going to be around.
Yeah, man. Don't cut me out like that.
Well, this is our first time being on video, so sorry if this is weird, but we're here to talk about some of our updates for the Guys Who Walk formula. We've got some new ideas about the way we're going to do the show. Robbie has moved to the big... That's not
the Big Apple.
But
that's
he's
New York.
gone. He is out there. We're going to try to get him...
to the land of broken dreams.
Yeah. Hopefully he will piece together his own dreams.
Yeah. They all start broken.
Everyone starts with
he's
broken
a walker.
dreams.
He knows what to do.
Yeah, walkers don't have dreams. We have only nightmares. Just terrible nightmares.
Yeah, actually.
We're here with Shinx in the studio as well. Shinx is just gonna go ahead and
he will be bathing himself the whole
just,
time.
Yeah. So we decided that we're going to try and get our content flowing a little more consistently as we move forward with the show. We're coming up on episode 22, and what better time to start than with the double twos?
The double two. Well, I mean, that's kind of a metaphorical point right there, honestly. We were once 22, That's very
true.
long ago, so we're maturing at the same rate we did in real life, because I was a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Until I
I'd
was
say
probably
every
around 22.
episode of Guys Who Walk is a representation of that year of my life. So episode one, I was kind of infantile and didn't make any sense.
I wasn't
drunk.
a part of your life yet.
Yeah, I didn't know you.
Wait, were you guys actually drunk for that episode?
Okay. For those who don't know the story of the lost episode, the first episode of Guys Who Walk is called The Lost Episode Reborn, and it's because me and Robbie recorded an entire episode, and then the audio was just so terrible. We recorded for like 2 hours. And then we listened to it and it was like, we can't use this. And Robbie was like, fuck it, we got to do it again. So we literally talked about the same things again. But we had way more to drink by that point. Like a bunch of apple hard cider or whatever from the corner store down the street. And so we were like, wow. It was honestly better that way. Yeah. It was a much better episode.
Loosens you up. I mean, that's how people are going to feel about this first video. They'll be like, do you remember when half their faces were cut off?
Of course.
Yeah. This is for the fans.
Yeah, I kind of like our faces being cut off. I feel safe over here. No one can judge me.
Yeah.
So anyways,
no one can know my full identity.
Yeah. Who is
the mysterious
Left Boy?
Walker?
We never should have said your name in this. No. We should have just been like, "This is Left Boy," and you're just like, "Hello, I'm Left Boy." But you're like it's just an ear. Yeah. Hello. Hi guys. Everyone just gets really uncomfortable. We're never going to talk about anything of value on this episode already. Yeah. I can tell.
Yeah. Well, all right. So, in essence, I've been not quite behind the scenes, but I've been quote unquote involved with Guys Who Walk for a while. Robbie's departure was unfortunate but inevitable.
Make it sound like he fucking got killed.
Robbie's
like you killed him. Like you were like, well,
I arranged for him to think
simply wasn't
he
enough.
Could succeed in LA. That's what I did. I just follow your dreams.
What I should have said to Robbie was like, Guys Who Walk. When you're famous, you gotta plug the show. That would be I think that'd be the most loserish thing I've ever said to anyone. It's like, hey, when you're famous and successful, could you plug my shitty podcast?
When you're famous, may I leech?
Can I leech off your success, please? But and he's not gone for good. I'm sure he's going to get a chance to broadcast with like Discord or hopefully something else because I don't care for Discord that much.
Yeah, honestly. I won't disclose how I feel about Discord.
Yeah, so many people I know like
public,
it. But I mean, like, I haven't really given it a very fair shot. I mostly just used it on my phone. It was terrible. Yeah. Anyways, so first of all, I want to say, before we get to the announcements that we want to talk about, I want to say thank you to the Patreon contributors. You guys, Thespia Stream, Lauren Justice, Dorian Cudmore, who are all complete strangers to me. Definitely not people I know.
Yeah, complete. Actually, that's true for 2 out of 3 right there. Yeah. For me.
Oh yeah, I guess you don't
So,
really know.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, that
And how
makes it
much
special.
do I know Dorian?
You truly,
I mean,
you can't comprehend
can't.
him.
yeah.
He's deep.
Now, it is a little bit of cheating, though. I mean, he's thanking me, too. I've been
Yeah.
giving, like, a few dollars.
Yeah, he's
so-
actually Jared's a patron.
Yeah, man.
I should be a patron.
This is-
actually, I probably should just to.
It's like kind of budgeting something for yourself, knowing that you're going to give yourself a little bit of money no matter what to a project that you're working on.
Yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
think it was a good decision. And all you patrons out there, think about this. I was just a patron one day, a filthy $1
And
patron.
Look at you now, man.
I'm on the show.
You know,
I have 100 people listening to me right now.
about
About sometimes
or
more.
it's just me listening 100
Yeah, dude.
times.
I
in a
listened
row.
to some episodes 3 or 4 times.
I-
And I know you come back to me and you're like, Jared, we got 100 in a week, and I'm like, that's not all
awkward.
the people.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't listen all the way, and I restart.
Well, let me tell you, we have listeners all over the country. We actually do, based on the stats. I'm seeing people listening in Uruguay.
What is that?
Is that not Paraguay? Wait, no, maybe.
What
gonna-
were
we're
you
gonna have to
trying to
take
say?
that.
A country?
Yeah, what is it?
Paraguay?
Paraguay.
Wait, no, that could be a bad pronunciation too. I just know it's
Uruguay just sounded right to me.
Uruguay.
But that can't be real.
I think it's Uruguay. Not to sound like the
Uruguay.
idiot Americans who don't understand. I have traveled to other countries. You know, I'm not.
You're
idiot.
traveled.
I've traveled to one other country, and it was a study abroad. So I'm also not, one of those people.
Yeah.
But wow, we actually have people listening in. You said all over the country, and I thought,
Well, all from
That's
other
a city.
countries as well.
Yeah,
And also
exactly.
we have like our list of city. A lot of Colorado people.
you know
Um,
why?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's because we
Same
have
with
family
all-
out there.
Portland as well, I'm sure.
Portland, oh yeah.
But
That's Portman.
yeah, Portman himself.
He was in Portland for a day.
So anyways,
Yeah.
thank you guys for always supporting the show. And if you can't see us right now, we're obviously very healthy looking because of all the support that we've been getting.
Yeah. I've
you're
lost
lo-
weight because of you.
Yeah. Look how great Jared looks.
Well, yeah.
If you can
Out
see
of
us
context,
right now. If you're watching this, then
I was really fat at one point, and I'm still fat, but
we'll
I'm not really fat.
we'll upload pictures of. Fat
We'll do
Jared.
it before and after. Yeah.
I'll put my own chub photos up too. I have one that I'm like, yeah, that's why I didn't have any
Yeah.
friends.
Dude, I think that constantly.
I
I'm
was
like,
oh, that's why she didn't want to go to
Yeah.
prom. Oh.
Yeah. No wonder I couldn't get a girlfriend.
Yeah, that makes sense.
until-
Also, like, I would wear extra large shirts, and I was like, this is fine.
I really wish someone had stopped to tell me about male fashion, because I was just
no
thinking,
one stopped me. That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's so true.
my parents looked at me and let me go out the door in all matching extra sized clothes.
and me in my like oversized khaki pants that just made me look like I had huge thighs. Like I also did have chubby legs, and like I just was chubby and awkward, and yeah. Anyways, man, we
so
just
this
get sidetracked
update
so easily.
this update is really more about our lives and our troubles than the podcast.
Yeah, we
but-
just came here to talk about our dark pasts.
Yeah.
So we have mapped out a new kind of reward system for patrons, and also just the way that we're going to be doing episodes from now on.
Mhm.
So basically, we're going to be doing an episode every week. That's our main goal, because we've been pretty good, but there have been a few like 2 or 3 week gaps occasionally between episodes, and we're like,
and you
let's fix
walkers,
that.
you deserve better.
yeah,
You
and-
deserve every week.
yeah, every week. Because honestly, if I found a show I liked and it vanished for 2 weeks, I don't know, I might not be
Yeah,
okay
man.
with that. I might be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be a patron.
Maybe they're slacking.
Yeah, so we wanted to basically set, okay, this is when we're recording. So every week you guys will have a new episode on Wednesdays, but patrons will have access to that episode the previous Friday. So we will be recording new episodes on Tuesday. This is an exceptional episode here.
Yeah, this is basically our letting you all know that big changes are on the way.
That's
And
going to be the name of our
that's-
post.
that's the
and It's going to
name.
be the thumbs up
It's-
emoji.
yeah, the
and it's gonna
thumbs
be-
up and
Big
all the
changes.
all the clickbait that if we were actually like famous would really
Yeah,
get us.
no
a
one's
lot.
watching this.
No,
no
well,
one cares. Well,
someone
someone.
is.
I am.
I care about our audience no matter what size. Just the fact that someone cares to listen is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is a little bit of a, just so you don't feel weird when suddenly not Robbie is speaking, and you're like,
well, they don't even know what Robbie looks like. So you could have been Robbie, but your voice would just sound really different.
Exactly.
You sound nothing like Robbie.
Nothing like, yeah.
But
and just basically to clarify the way the schedule's going to change, and just to be more consistent, we also have plans for other stuff, including...
talk about that, Jer.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little mini-series. It's not going to be weekly like the podcast. It's going to be bi-monthly.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, it's going to be... what was the official name again? We came up with something.
It's like It Came From the Bargain Bin.
There we go. It came from the bargain bin. Originally just bargain bin, which was an idea we've had for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the point of it being, all the walkers out there, if you're walking with us, it's because you like games.
Yeah.
Now, also like us, you may not have a lot of money, and games cost a lot of money. So what we were going to do is we're going to scrape from the bottom of the barrel in terms of price costs to go find whatever gems or turds await us down there. We're going to play it. We're going to let people watch us play it. And then we're going to make a shorter, more concise kind of semi-review, semi-discussion.
Yeah. And it'll be like, okay, here's what I was thinking. We're like, it's a stink. That means don't buy it.
Yeah. Seriously, it's not worth the 25 cents that we put on it. We're trying to save you from that.
Yeah.
I've done that.
What would be the opposite of a stink? I want to come up with a creative word.
Yeah, not gem, because that's,
Because stink is funny.
Lame.
What rhymes with stink that we could use?
You're really limiting us here.
I know. I like the stink, though.
So my trick is I always just go through the alphabet, replacing the S, whatever is like the ST with...
It's not a kink.
It's not a kink. That could be a special one, but that's not it.
It's a...
Look,
it's
good.
Let's just say it's not a stink.
It's not not a stink.
We'll say that. And that works for me.
If we come across a game that really defies the just not a stink ranking, we'll come up with something good for it.
Perfect.
But yeah, our whole idea is just letting people know who are listening that, hey, this game is worth the
like $4 or whatever,
lower than $5 basically, and the however many hours.
We have a lot of material. I already know exactly what game I'll be playing. I won't spoil it here.
No.
But it's let's just say there'll be some motion controls involved.
It's probably gonna be crazy.
Probably some waggling, maybe a little bit of
shake, rattle, and roll.
Shake. I'm hoping that the nunchuck will be thrown in there for some of this.
Yeah,
this was the cutting edge of the time.
Yeah, man. I remember being very jealous.
I still watch footage of E3 from 2010 when the Kinect was on the horizon, and everyone was like, "This is the future."
Yeah,
and people like the Tom Clancy's the guy was like, all of Tom Clancy's games will be using Kinect from now on. And
I remember
the guy was
that.
like firing the gun by like doing this.
Yeah, dude,
what the fuck are you doing?
The little hand motion.
It looked so bad.
It looked like he was like doing a signal on the sideline.
Yeah, well, it just I don't know. I've never used it.
Here's the noise it makes.
Yeah. It sounds like he's fapping.
The little wet flap.
With a nice rhythm to it, Where the fingers all kind of collapse on each other, and it's just...
Yeah. So, it's going to be a lot of that.
It's going to
be the whole thing.
Sorry.
Well.
I had the theme song set up to go off. I forgot that we didn't really have any need for it at that point.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys.
Don't worry about it. It's not there. Hopefully you guys couldn't hear that on the microphones. But anyways, So basically, new shows, new schedule.
Yeah.
And
sorry. Go ahead.
Basically, I just wanted to give you $1 patrons more of a
bang for your buck.
Because I feel like my original reward was, behind the scenes stuff, but there's really nothing going on back here.
If you're walking with us,
you're walking.
You're behind the scenes.
You're already walking.
We leave the outtakes in.
Yeah, what you see is what you get.
Yeah,
it's just
what you hear is what it is.
And sure, we posted polls every once in a while, but with like 7 patrons, it's not all that thrilling to like vote when
we have 8. don't we?
We've ate? Oh yeah, maybe we do.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
man.
totally do.
Yeah. Well, so now you guys are going to get access to the episodes earlier, and that's going to be great. You
so
guys are going
jealous
to be
of your radio voice.
Mine?
Yeah, dude.
Does it,
You've got good enunciation.
Really?
Yeah.
man, I've always felt like a little awkward with my radio voice.
No,
Well, that's good to know.
No, I'm glad.
Maybe
This is
they'll
what it's
have
going to
me-
be from now on. It's just
Yeah.
furious, continual masturbation between the two of us.
Hey, you
Rock-
look great.
You look good. You know,
Yeah.
you lost weight. Yeah.
I actually was
yeah.
telling him that before we turned on the camera.
Exactly. That's why it came up. The other thing that we're going to do is we've always I've toyed with doing this because in my other life I write stuff. Not that means
We don't
it's
talk
worth,
about that.
Yeah, it's worth anything. But anyways, I've always wanted to do like a video game canon. Now I know this has been attempted and stuff, and this is going to be a highly, highly personal one between myself, Robbie, Alec, and then probably
Sweet Oliver.
sweet Oliver, who I have yet to interact with. And
I'm
Guys
hoping
Who
that
Walk.
once we upgrade our equipment and we get some more
gonna
inputs
be
for our
doing
audio interface,
some threesomes.
yeah, foursomes. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I'm hoping
yeah.
to get.
So yeah,
Four.
also for anyone worried who's like, well, without Robbie, I can't listen to this
Well,
fucking
wow,
podcast. Robbie was why I came. Alec was just like a little
I feel-
bonus, like a sprinkle
he's
on
just-
my dessert.
He's just the Jerry.
Yeah, you know, but
the
for
Kramer.
those who love the cream of the cake that is Robbie Attal, he's definitely going to be still involved. He's going to Skype in and things like that. He won't be able to have a steady schedule, and that's why we're going to be rotating in and out. But he will always be involved in our classic
of course.
series.
He is a founder, and he'll always. Hopefully, we'll also be getting some more. He just posted a comic on Instagram. It's hilarious. I kind of want to share it on the
Is
page.
it Guys Who Walk comic or like?
It's just a
comic?
comic you made.
Okay.
I want to see.
Well,
if
that's
he'll
not
share.
good branding.
Jared's the marketing expert.
Yeah. Believe it.
Man,
That's what I
even
get.
Shinx is asleep.
Damn, man, this is
Can't
just
even
one
stare.
hell of an
Yeah.
update.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the classics we want to get people involved in as well. I know that with only 7/8 people currently, it's not too terribly lively in there, but we do want other people's opinions about what games we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, and about that canon.
Yeah.
You're still talking about the canon.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Essentially,
yeah.
No.
I mean, but they'd also have input on like a bargain bin. If someone has a recommendation for that,
if you've
then
got a
send
bargain
it on
bin
way.
recommendation, there's only so much scrounging at the bottom of the barrel I can do.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
just need a little like push. You know, if you're just like, hey, there's a shitty game on the Wii you need to play,
Or
I'll be like, I'm so down.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to be very honest. And if you're like, this is the best cheap game I've ever played, and then we play it and it's really bad.
We have to be.
We have
it's
to-
only morally.
Yeah, the truth will set you free.
Mm,
Okay, like
yeah.
I'm sorry, but with the canon, the Great Western and Eastern canon of games, because we can't leave Nintendo games out. God, but anyways,
No.
no, that's not going to happen.
Mm-mm.
But what we want to do is each one of us, every month, we're going to nominate one of our games we think should be in the canon.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the canon's at 0. And people will vote. If not enough people vote, then we'll vote. But
Yeah.
and whichever one you guys decide is the one that we'll discuss, and we'll make a case for or against, and then at the end we'll come to a consensus, and then we'll either enshrine it or just put it with the Hall of Very Good.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that one. That's something.
That one's gonna be fun.
Yeah. And are we going to? Is that going to be a patron only one, or are we just going to let it out?
Oh man, we'll have to see.
Yeah, honestly, I like having content available to whomever wants to listen to it.
Yeah.
Patrons are going to be the ones who are voting, though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not to like keep plugging
Yeah.
Patreon. It's you guys out there who
Yeah. Well,
help make this happen.
Yeah, you guys are what kind of keep the show afloat.
You are the
really.
fuel
I mean,
to
it's
our
hard
flame.
It's hard to explain, but without a steady income and without just people who are in full support of the show, I mean, all I need is one great fan, and I feel like the show is worth it.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
someone who actually gets some kind of comfort from listening to this. So that's enough for me. Patreon is a great way for for us to interact even more directly with people who get something out of the show and want to like, support it. And I love Patreon, and I mean, I could plug Patreon to pretty much anyone. One time I was at this party and I was talking about Patreon like I worked it. Like I worked for Patreon. But I was like, guys, it's an amazing site.
You just don't know.
Yeah,
how
it
good Patreon
is. Like the writing and the voice of the site is so good. I know whoever they have doing the copy for that site. The copy is good. But I mean, it's as pure as it can get as far as artists. And it's creating a show.
It's a renovation of the old actual patron style. And as much as you can, like hate how the Catholic Church only wanted people to draw, religious pictures, but without the Catholic Church patronage, we'd be missing a lot of the great works.
Exactly.
And that's how artists used to thrive. Mm-hmm. And not saying that this is artistry,
no.
But
No.
We like to think of ourselves in a certain way.
We're Masons of gaming.
Look.
And video games.
Games are my marble. And you provide the money.
The money.
so that I can craft it into a beautiful statue.
Yes. And of course...
Are we doing ASMR content?
No. Actually, maybe I should start my own little ASMR show.
I've always wanted to do this.
I feel like I'd be good at it because I like...
Oh.
What's
well,
the problem?
Our third walker probably needs to go use the bathroom. No, he just wants to cuddle. He's stretching on me. Sorry, this is our cat walker. He's more like a stalker, I guess.
Yeah.
But
he likes to hang out.
He likes to hang out here. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, and if you're just listening to this, it's probably confusing, but we are reacting to our cat who has just sprung onto our laps. If you're not actually seeing this right now.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about the canon. I'm excited to talk about the games that should be classics and considered classics.
Because Guys Who Walk, the podcast, has always been about both having fun for us and you, and kind of a put it on in the background. You play your games and you listen to us, and we just hang out.
See, Jared, you understand the vibe, even though you've never been on.
Yeah, dude,
you understand.
I did a market analysis. No,
he wrote a whole document on us.
I did actually do that. Yeah. That's not a lie.
Jared knows all about the digital media marketing scene. It's his job.
Why'd you tell them that?
I'm ashamed.
Now, everything I say is going to be suspect. They're going to be like, what is he plugging?
He's trying to sell us an app.
What keyword is he trying to hit right now?
I think a lot of people who are listening, including me, have worked in that sphere. And it is... If you're still in college and you haven't worked like a
job,
a quote-unquote grown-up job, then you are still living in a bubble as far as advertising. The second you work a marketing job, everything you ever see will be tainted. You'll be like, oh, I see what's going on here. It's all a lie.
It's like you pulled the veil from my eyes, and now when I'm on any site, I'm like, oh, I recognize that sales copy.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
And you're also like, wow, someone really shat that out.
Oh yeah, dude, so many times
someone shat that out because it's their job.
Though, it lets me be a tad of an elitist about some things.
So you can be like, my content is superior.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. I look at some sites. I'm like, they phoned it in.
It's like 5 best fruits or something. It's like, man, they're just thirsty for an article today. He wrote what he could.
See, gosh, yeah. Like when I first started, just to give you a little bit of the background info, my character story, my bio.
For my RP, I need to know.
Yeah, for our role playing session, that is Guys Who Walk.
We should run a D&D, but it's Guys Who Walk.
Yeah.
You should write the lore. Oh my god. We'll
have a patron episode. Well, all of them will be. You guys can just come in and be our NPCs.
Yeah.
But no, so
that's great.
Back when I first started my job, I was working for a dentist, and my first ever article, not under my own name because that's wrong, and lying is the way you do things on the internet.
Yeah.
My first ever article was 7 healthy foods for your teeth. For every day of the week.
For each tooth. That's how he stretched the content out. He was like, so this is for your back right molar.
Yeah. You want to...
Seven of the best foods for your left front tooth.
Honestly, that would have been better because it would have been at least an interesting angle.
Yeah, actually.
Ours was just, you eat one of these per day of the week. And our
my
clickbait
God,
was
dude.
that we put a lollipop as the picture, and people would be like,
What?
A lollipop?
Wait, is the lollipop on the list?
Yeah, well, xylitol.
Okay, so it's not an actual lollipop.
I mean, there are xylitol lollipops.
That's hilarious that you use.
Hey, I
I
remember.
can have a lollipop,
Hey, I can-
but I thought candy was bad for my teeth.
lolly for my teeth.
I guess I'll a lolly for my teeth. That's what you should have made the title. A lolly for your teeth. Everyone would click on that shit. I would have clicked on it.
That's
'cause I'd be
also
like, what?
porn.
A lolly?
I hope no one caught that.
Oh, like
Yeah.
oh, I see.
You know,
Yeah.
like little Japanese little girl porn. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll cut that part out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not hitting our demographic.
No,
right there.
no.
But yeah, so yeah, that's what I did. It's much nicer to. That's why I had fun writing the Guys Who Walk document, and it wasn't about like, this is how you guys need to make it artificial. It was just, this is how to find more people to listen, because we're always looking for more people who enjoy the show, and clearly enough people do that. More people would if they knew about it. So, and yeah.
I'm hoping so. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's the big stuff.
That's the big. So we just wanted to get this out because with this new release schedule, we don't have anything for this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Aside from, well, we're gonna hopefully get this out just whenever, at some point, probably tomorrow or the next day, and then we'll be recording on Tuesday, and hopefully we'll have our new gear.
Maybe we'll have a new patron poll too, where it's just like, should Jared be fired? Yeah.
How do you like the new walker?
0 likes.
Great or stink?
Stink.
Alec really loves the
like
stink
it's
thing.
a huge graph of nothing but stink.
Everyone's like,
it's actually one person who voted
Robbie
for stink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, once
Dude,
again,
I'm just
don't
gonna
worry.
superimpose his face over yours if that's the result from the
Yeah.
poll. It's like, do you want me to tape a picture of Robbie on?
I'll get more treble in my voice and try to pull it off every time. But yeah, so
get a little more. Yeah, it's a little more treble.
Just a little more up here, and maybe that'll get it. But no, Robbie has a unique timbre that I can't hope to copy.
Yeah.
So other than that, this is going to be the holdover episode. We apologize that's not like a full episode. We're just getting things in gear for us to start really putting it out on an even schedule, giving more structured content. We might also be bringing set, not quite bits, but more like segments to the show to give it a little more structure. And but that's all in the works. It will be a set scheduled thing, so it'll come out reliably, and we're committing to it. So, and now that we have 8 people relying on us to be committed to this,
I'm more motivated than ever before.
Yeah, dude, seriously. As soon as one person cares, that's all you need. Because I just imagine it's like God.
Yeah. I'm glad you all got to meet Daddy Jared. He's been a huge supporter since the very beginning.
I've been here day zero.
Since the days of zero patrons.
Still in college.
Yeah. Jared was actually, I think, our first patron.
I was.
Yeah. The $1 tier. You're not 5, right?
Oh yeah. I moved up. I might put more just because I want to budget myself.
Yeah.
Just for the record, we're going to be reworking the reward tiers and reworking the goals because we got some we got some stuff coming up.
Yeah. We're pumped.
This is an update, but not
that
kind of update.
Yeah. And so expect to see our boy Oliver if you've ever. I think it was episodes 16 and 18 that Oliver.
The E3 one. For sure.
E3 that was huge. And then when Robbie was in Disney.
And that's another thing. Just real quick, we missed Gamescom because we were shuffling things around and Robbie was moving. But now we're gonna expect an episode.
Yeah,
for every kind of event that you would.
There's a ton of news coming up this week, so we'll be recording on Tuesday, we'll be recording Wednesday.
Yeah.
Recording Wednesday, and then you guys will have, the patrons will have the episode on that Friday, and then it'll be out on Tuesday, and then it'll just keep going from there. So there'll be a new episode every week.
And then we're going to go ahead and put the bi-monthly bargain bin thing into
we'll start doing that. And we're going to figure out the technical aspects of that. We're kind of new to the actual film. This is our first video that we've ever done, really, other than a few little shorts that Robbie and I did. But so at first the bargain bin thing may only be podcast available. Eventually we'll probably upload whatever we've got to YouTube or something, but our eventual plan is live streaming while we play. And it'll be chill, you know, because like that's how I honestly, when I'm like trying to fall asleep, just put on like a chill live. I always watch Easy Allies. They're one of my favorite.
Those guys are amazing.
They're so great, and that's the exact vibe that I always wanted for my own show.
I love Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones is such a sweet guy. I literally watched a stream of him building a Lego Disney set, and it was amazing. I loved it.
I can't believe we live in a magical world.
We truly do.
I can watch a man who I respect build Legos from across the world, and then it contributes to his bottom line. Yeah, that's amazing.
I also I love Kyle Bossman. He's one of my favorites on the show, and he's been playing through Poke Park, which is like a Pokemon Wii game, and it's such a sweet, peaceful game, and just watching him play. I think I've
heard of that.
Yeah, it's
Is it like Pokemon
like an adventure
Snap?
game, basically. It's not. No. It's like you have like 3 different characters, and you kind of explore.
I fucked up. Maybe I haven't heard of it. Yeah, sorry.
I honestly had never heard of it, so I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't either. But so how did I even get on this? I forgot what I was talking about.
Oh, we were talking about something.
Oh, yeah.
We have a recording of it. We'll figure it out.
Anyways, so we'll be posting this video up on the Patreon page, and we're also going to start getting our videos, our episodes on YouTube, because we realize that SoundCloud isn't exactly the most accessible, and like people don't really stumble across content very easily on SoundCloud at all.
You have to work to stumble across something on SoundCloud. Also, and I wouldn't call it stumble.
Yeah. Also, SoundCloud sharing to Facebook is just shit now. It used to be that it embedded a player and it was really easy to listen to something, but now you have to click through the site. If you don't have SoundCloud on your phone, it takes you to the thing, and it's like, you want to download it? And they're like, nah.
It's like a great base camp, and it is, we're a little bit too big. We aren't in toddler shoes anymore.
Yeah. I think it's fair to start. And YouTube is free, so there's no reason not to be using it.
The true beauty of it. And no, I don't think we're gonna run ads on you guys or anything like that. So feel free to just go fucking.
Are you kidding
listen
me?
the shit out of it.
Look, like maybe when we have like.
Oh yeah, as soon as there's 1 million of you guys, you best believe there's gonna be.
Even then, like everyone has ad block anyways. Like it doesn't matter. Like I don't even want to make money off of that. Yeah. I mean, it'd be great, but like not even close. But
just cut the middleman out.
Yeah,
cut us money.
Yeah, just cut it. I just want you guys to voluntarily support us. You know, like I hate like, okay, I'll watch an ad so that they can. Yeah, an ad for the new Jennifer Lawrence movie.
I hate ads with a passion. So
I hate 30-second ads. Like that's the devil. 30 seconds feels like an eternity.
I love seeing 3 minutes down there in the little right hand corner, because then I can go, oh good.
Yeah,
I can skip you in 5 minutes.
You know they're not gonna make you watch that. That would be a crime.
Every time I see a 30-minute ad, I pull my headphones out and don't look at it, because I'm like, then they win.
Nope,
they win if I look at it.
I'm not gonna support it.
Nope. But yeah.
That
should be about it for this time. I can't think of anything else that's too terribly pressing. Just to let you guys know, we have tons of things in the works right now, but it's in the works, so we're not going to announce anything prematurely. So everything we've said, we're sticking to. And if we don't deliver, feel free to call us out, find our home, break in, and then crucify us.
Leave me chocolates on my bed.
Yeah, okay, that. Yeah, feed my cat, actually, while you're here.
Could you just clean up a little bit before you...
God, we need to clean so badly. We live together.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's how close we are. We're actually together.
It's actually a big, happy home.
Yeah, we're married.
Yeah, well, that's the big reveal of this season.
Yeah,
I mean, we're on episode 22. I mean, it's like the season finale.
It comes down, dude, this could be the season finale of season 1.
We're building up to season 2.
See, you guys got to be here for when we discovered the metaphor.
This is great. No one will have made it this far. That's the beauty of the
this
show,
update episode.
is that no one cares. they're listening maybe in the background.
True,
And
true.
they'll be like, wait,
True.
what?
Well, one day when we have leagues and leagues of adoring fans who are going through our backlog of content, they'll be like, oh, this is why it's season 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I'm on 18.
Beautiful.
But, it's amazing.
All
So
right.
yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
Also, thank you once again for everyone who supported us, and I hope you'll enjoy having me on, having my voice here.
Yeah.
If not, once again, let me know. Vote me off the island.
Yeah.
And I just say,
Well, I enjoyed this Jared episode. So
yeah, that could be another subtitle, the Jared episode.
I didn't realize how far off camera I was.
Yeah, we're
I
really
was,
far off.
Really.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's okay. But
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it.
that's it.
I
Is there
mean-
anyone we need to plug? Anyone
Well,
else?
as per usual, I'm going to say, thanks to all of our name in the credits people, Thespius Stream, Ryan Mattingly, go check out his stream, thespiusstream .twitch.com. I think is that the URL format.
I think so.
for it?
Also, he's not having an aneurysm. He's just burping.
Oh
Just
yeah,
in case,
sorry. Yeah,
because you can't see
again.
him.
I keep
Yeah.
forgetting that some people are only going to be listening.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, go check out the SB stream. He's doing Hearthstone. A lot of he's kind of going for the day 9 format. He's a funny dude. Love Ryan Mattingly. Go check out his stream. And Lauren Justice, thank you as always. I hope you're enjoying your shirt. And to Dorian
Yeah.
Cudmore,
You
enjoy
guys are
this
missing out on
episode.
those
Yeah.
shirts, dude.
Yeah, if you guys
Yeah.
just go up to that tier,
We're-
you get your own
yeah.
original shirt done by Robbie by hand onto the shirt itself using
Yeah.
one of those magic pens.
That's freaking limited
Yeah,
availability. As
and
soon as
so-
we blow up,
Yeah,
that's
it's
gone.
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
and maybe I
Yeah.
can get Lauren to
Model for
yeah,
us?
get a
Yeah.
picture with the shirt, and
That'd
so
be
it can be
sick.
like, see, it exists.
It exists.
It's
It's
a real.
real.
Shirt.
We're not one of those Kickstarters who promises
Yeah.
things and then, a year
Yeah.
later you're like, "Where's my shirt?"
Yeah, dude, it's so funny how pompous I already am about our Patreon.
Yeah,
Like, I go, I have
our
like
room.
I have 8 patrons, and then I go to like someone who has 0, and I'm like,
I'm like,
Fucking
0 amateur. What are you,
dude? What? Yeah, how long have you been making content? You only have 2.
To be fair, to be honest to ourselves and give us the credit we're due, and mostly you, because I haven't been on a podcast until now. Honestly, lots of those places set up and they put out like a
7,
month worth of
yeah.
content.
7 episodes, I hear, is the
Yeah.
usual, is the cap. For
We
a lot
are
of-
already like past that great filter
Yeah.
for podcasts.
No, it's funny because like when me and Robbie were first starting out with the show, and I was still very active on the subreddit for podcasts. Not so much anymore because it's a lot like shouting into a dark cave. And actually, it's funny. Something good did come out of it, and that was being approached by CastCrunch to have our show on their site. It was like this group of programmers who are building a site that makes it easier to find podcasts you like. And that was great. I want to plug CastCrunch right now. It's a great little website. Just go to castcrunch.com, and you can start a discussion about any episode for any podcast that is currently available on iTunes, on the podcast app. And I think other areas too. And honestly, a lot of new listeners came from that site.
And to be fair, like once again, this is not one of those stupid plugs. Like before this razor, I just didn't know how to shave. But seriously, I used to be really into podcasts back when I was borderline unemployed and I had a lot of time to listen to things. And God, it was hard to find good ones after the first one.
Yeah,
Like, I went through the subreddits and things like that, and I went and looked in other places. It is hard to find. So thank you,
It is,
CastCrunch.
yeah.
You both help us, help me, and help other people.
They also
so.
have a Twitter and Facebook page that share our episodes, which is so great.
Sick.
Yeah.
That is sick.
They have like 1,000 Twitter followers, which is
Nice.
I mean, I'm impressed with how fast
Expect
they
a
grew.
Guys Who Walk Twitter
Yeah.
one of these days.
We actually have one.
And by that I mean
Robbie.
posts.
Robbie runs it. That's fine.
Yeah. We'll just edit that out.
Dude, we keep saying it. I'm honestly probably not gonna edit anything out because I'm like lazy.
Okay, fair.
I'm just gonna
enough,
let
yeah.
this thing roll.
That's fine. Our cat is throwing a little hissy fit in here.
Yeah, he's a little grumpy. Hey, Shanks, come here. Shanks, just
Come over here, dude.
he
Alright.
probably doesn't want to be in here.
So
anymore,
I
we
think,
shouldn't have, but-
I think this is the signifier for we need to shut up
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks guys, and
Yeah.
I'm so honored to be on this podcast. I really am.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
And
It's just like
this is how men.
this is how men
interact
touch each other's
physically.
hands.
Well, what did we just do? We were
Oh,
like
that.
this, and then we did
Mm.
that,
Yeah.
and then we do one more bump.
Ah, boom. That's
That
the
was pretty
handshake.
manly.
I feel
Wow.
I don't get to
The
feel it that way a lot.
testosterone's flowing.
All right, guys,
All right. Thanks a bunch. Okay, we're gonna
Thanks.
see you guys later.
and good night.